What's up, you guys? This is Sean from Gym Class Finance. Obviously, I'm in a kind of a weird situation here. I'm on the floor of my kitchen. Some cool things are happening. We are moving. Going to be actually homeless for a month. I'll talk more about that in the future videos. But so anyway, I don't really have a whole lot of furniture. It's the best lighting in the kitchen, so that's why I'm going to shoot a couple videos and get it out there. Today I want to take a look at the portfolio. Because we are buying a house. I live in a condo now. We're buying a bigger house. I'm gonna need some extra cash, and so I'm gonna be selling a couple stocks. Just kind of want to share what I've been slowly starting to sell as the market's been rising back up. Just once again, know that I am not a financial advisor. This is just my opinion. And so it's just something I enjoy to do. This is not a retirement account. This is kind of how I've been doing some saving for a house. Obviously, I share my portfolio for saving for a car. But this is just another portfolio that I have that some of the money, not all of it, was in some stocks, but I had a larger portion already in cash. But it's time to liquidate some of these stocks so that I have cash to put down our decent down payment on our new place. So let's get into the video. As I go through some of these stocks, you'll notice that there are some orders that were canceled, and that's just because I put a limit order, meaning if the stock reached a certain price, I wanted to sell above that price. And the stock just never reached the price that I wanted, so that's why you see so many canceled orders. But if you look at our first, most recent, I'm going to go through the past like 10 days or so. If you look at the most recent one, you'll see RVLV limit sell $70. This is a stock that I had bought around 10. I really like the company. I still have a couple shares left, but just wanted to start to trim the top a little bit, make sure I continue to have some extra cash available, and so we sold a couple shares of that. If you move on to the next one, this was a pretty big sell, and I really like VTI is one of my favorite indexes, ETFs. And so I had a decent amount of it, so just decided to trim it a little bit. Sold 3 shares at $154.28. My average cost on that was like around the 138 range. JD, another one that I love this stock, but the whole China-US relationship starting to scare me a little bit, so we trimmed a little bit of JD. Sold at $53.85. Only sold 1 share, I guess, at the time. I think I have a couple other shares. There's another one down below, $55.44. The United States Oil, we just sold 2 shares of it, and so profited a little bit off of that. If you keep going down further, another 2 shares of OUSM. This is for these are small cap quality dividend ETF, and so that pays a monthly dividend. And we just sold a couple shares of that. Sold a little bit of Ford, as you'll see in a little bit. We sold a lot more of Ford. Finally getting back in the green with Ford, so I think it's time. It's just too risky for me. Pfizer, sold a share of it. Glad we did, because at the end of Friday, or right after it kind of dropped a little bit, pretty significantly. Good was a very nice sell. Still have a couple shares left. It was pretty heavy in this real estate investment trust. It's a commercial, and so I'm happy with where I sold at. It filled at 1866, as you can see. Those were buys. Moving on, we sold $275 worth of OUSM, bought TPHD, just kind of trimming the top, another monthly dividend ETF. Maine, really do like this company. All these companies, I like them, but it's just time. Sold that. Gain, sold a couple shares of Gain. PSEC, sold a couple shares, and there's that bigger sell of Ford, $207 worth. And as you get a little further down, you can start to see some more little buys, and it's just kind of playing with the market a little bit. This is a funny one. Luckin, I tried to scoop up a couple shares. This is the only stock that it took a little loss on. All these other things that I've sold are gains. And so if you look there, you see that Luckin Coffee, a lot of issues. I just tried to see if I could, flip it a little bit. I think my average cost was like 2 something, and obviously I just ended up selling it because it's not looking so good for Luckin. PSEC, this was another big one. We sold 130 shares of that. Still have a little bit left in that position, but that one sold at a limit price of $4.96. And let's see what else. Anything else? We sold Disney. Finally got out of that position. I just wasn't comfortable with numbers being reported this summer. I thought it was a good time just to get rid of that stock. If it goes under 100 again, I might be interested again in Disney, but I think that's a long ways away. If you look, there's another share of Disney that was sold. Maine was sold, and that's I think that pretty much takes us to what's happened over the last couple days since making this purchase. We haven't quite closed, but we're getting to that point. It's just been a crazy time, so I just figured, it's nice to have these, but it's good to trim while the market is doing well. With all the the uncertainty with Corona, with everything going on with the protests, I just thought it was a good time. We'll see what happens on Monday morning, and go from there. Don't really know what to expect. Remember, you can't time the market, so it's always just regularly investing is so important, and that's what I do with my retirement. I don't touch that stuff anytime into retirement. Obviously, in my Robinhood account, I do monitor it a little bit here and there, and have alerts in case there are some movements happening with any of these stocks. So I hope you enjoyed checking this out. Sorry the video isn't the greatest. Sorry I'm on my kitchen floor, but it is what it is. If you're buying some some certain stocks, I'd love for you to comment below what you're purchasing, and remember, it's that simple.